Yo! Move back.
Sorry, I was like...
Jeez. So, just got done training. I got my birthday cake MTS Way brownie. God, that's good. And some of these here, I don't know if you've seen that. The sweet potatoes. So good. Anyway, Katie posted, do you know what? I gotta say, the positive comments and stuff on our vlog is great because my main fear is you have people like saying stupid stuff online, but it seems like I think the banning function on YouTube's doing its job here, isn't it?
I even looked at the stuff that would not show up and didn't see anything.
Don't look at that, I'm telling you, man. It'll ruin your life.
Yeah, I mean, it took a lot for me to share a picture like that. I'm very self-conscious. You know, I've noticed after each kid I've had, it's been more difficult.
We're done with kids. If you have another kid, we got to talk.
It's been more difficult to get back into shape. You know, after Cammie, did pretty good, pretty fast. Thomas took about 2 years because I nursed all the kids. Your hormones are all over the place.
I nursed as well.
Some people, there's some women that are like, I breastfed, I lost all my weight in 3 months, look awesome. That's not like how it is for everybody.
It's genetics, man. It's the same reason Phil Heath looks better than me.
Yeah, and I also, it's a lifestyle. I don't do any kind of crazy crash diet. I mean, obviously Marc knows training and diets, and I've gone through stages where I follow that. But for me now, it's just a healthy lifestyle. I don't weigh my food. I pretty much know what I can eat to maintain and what it takes to lose.
Yeah.
And I like the flexibility of, you know, just having that lifestyle. I don't do like a 16-week program or whatever. I know when I eat more carbs, I'm going to gain weight. You know, I just know that. So basically, I thought that today's topic, a good thing to talk about, was being comfortable in your own skin.
And now let me say something. Can I say something? I butt in. People get mad when I butt in.
There's a choice.
I thought you were done.
No.
I wanted to say this because I'm really proud. Now that picture is unedited. Complete lighting's fucked up.
Right, that's what, look how white I am.
She's white as a fucking ghost. Like, I've been with these Insta hoes, and they, like, literally will be like, oh, wait, that's got to touch this up, got to touch this. They put Facetune on their face, then they drop in some color on their body, and sometimes these people even has people on hand, they send the picture off, and they Photoshop it.
Lord.
Like, the thing is, like, being comfortable in your skin, like, my pictures, I might adjust the lighting, but people are like, oh, you do this, that. Dude, if I was going to do anything, I'd make my calves and arms bigger.
Yeah, so that had no Photoshop, nothing at all. No color. I think I lightened it a little bit when I did the side by
because you were
side,
dark.
because it was so dark in the bathroom.
I lightened it for the thumbnail.
Okay, but I posted the, when I share the vlog, I put a picture or a quote or something that relates. So, by the way, follow me on Instagram, Katie Lobliner, and, you know, I track my progress pretty well on there and fun stuff with the kids and life. But anyways, yeah. You know, after having 3 kids, my body is different. Yeah, I have some stretch marks. I got a big butt. It's always been there, even when I'm my leanest. I think the least I've ever weighed after having Thomas was probably around 140. And for me, that's probably about a size 4, and really lean, it takes a lot of work. Right now, I'm a size 8 comfortably, and I weigh 155 pounds, and I plan on losing more. It takes a lot of consistency and hard work. Just consistency, that's the thing. Like, sticking with my meal options, keeping my workouts up. I just finished prednisone on Thursday, and I've noticed I'm dropping a lot of water.
It's horrible. It's the anti-steroid.
Yeah, I'm peeing like every 30 minutes, no joke, and I haven't drank any more than usual. So I've noticed like my face isn't as puffy as it was the last couple weeks.
If you want to know what prednisone does, look at all the benefits of anabolic steroids and opposite them.
Yeah, so the fact that I was able to
makes you fatter,
weight,
it makes you watery. It's just horrible.
Yeah, so I didn't gain weight on it, but I didn't drop any. I pretty much stayed the same.
I was freaking when I lost my voice. I had to take it for 3 days. She's been on it for like 7 months.
I was on it for 25 days, and then like a month before that, I was on it for like a week.
Yeah, but you're rocking.
Mega dose this last time was huge. 40 milligrams for 5 days was tons, and then it tapered down.
But yeah, I think, you know, if you're young or if you're looking at someone, I think that I'd want to follow someone realistic. Same reason I think that as a company sponsoring someone like Phil Heath or I Love Phil or like Cedric. I mean, those guys are genetic elite on performance enhancing drugs who, you know, don't have necessarily a 9-to-5 job. Who, you know, obviously their photos, even if they're not edited, they look amazing. But or just some random Instagram person. Like a lot of them edit the shit out of their photos. Like, I want to know realistically what I can accomplish. And I know I'm not going to be Phil Heath. I know that, you know, the average woman out there, who, unless you're a genetic freak who just drops the weight, and we've all known. I mean, Josh, my better Josh Plattner, his girlfriend Not, I mean, just, I mean, she's back to fighting weight in like 2 weeks.
Well,
but
I
most
also
women
think it depends on how you start beforehand. I've always been thick. I mean, in high school, I was size 14. If you're by nature a smaller person, it's your body's set weight.
It's how your body is.
Mine is just, I got to work hard.
And some people do. And I have, you know, I've coached over thousands of people, thousands. I usually handle 100 at a time. Not sure what it is now. I can't count very high. But, you know, what I've noticed is that I have some females, like one female, she's actually one of the testimonials on my site, marclobliner.com. Marclobliner.com is my website if you want to check it out. My personal website that basically directs you to all the shit I do. And there's a woman, Deanna. I mean, she started, I mean, we've been training together for 3-4 years. And I mean, but we've gotten her to the point where she's a machine, dude. Like, she eats more calories than 90% of my males. And,
awesome.
And she has a 6-pack. And
nice.
That's just, I mean, she started emaciated, and now she's got abs. She looks great. And most of my female clients start freaking because their calories are so low. Here's what I found out. Like, you look at the elite girls who compete in figure and bikini, and I'm just gonna break some truth to you. A lot of them are on 100 micrograms of T3. These coaches put them on 100 micrograms of T3, 800 to 1,200 calories a day, and between 1 and 2 hours of cardio. And that's how these girls get in that shape.
Awesome.
A lot of them, 90% of them get in shape with thyroid drugs, clenbuterol, and they Photoshop the shit out of their Instagram.
And talk about what that does to your body long term.
Long term, it's bad. You're gonna have issues having kids. Even if you're a natural female competitor, getting to the point, getting your calories low and staying that lean. Having amenorrhea is usually a part of competing.
That's
Having amenorrhea is losing your period. Having amenorrhea for an extended period of time will definitely affect. And I don't see any studies on this, but everybody we know who's had extended periods, extended bouts of amenorrhea, usually has to go on IVF. They usually have to get
not IVF,
help.
like Clomid, like to
yeah,
that kind of.
Yes, they were natural all their life. Now they're taking Clomid. Ha, serves you right. No, but so that's the thing. You know, I think that a lot of people need to set realistic expectations, and at the end of the day, training and dieting. Oh, I hate these eye boogers, Ruckus. Training and dieting. I've been gone for a day.
I cleaned them yesterday.
Training and dieting is extremely healthy. When you take it to that obscene level, and then you start photoshopping on top of that, not only is it unhealthy for you because you're not comfortable presenting your body and what it is, but it's uncomfortable for the people who might follow you and look up to you, because they think that's how you are because you're working hard and you're doing things over time. We just did the math. I've been weight training consistently. I haven't taken more than 3 days off for 23 straight years. Even after my abdominal surgery, I was back training 2 days. I was back training the Monday after the Tuesday I had surgery.
A couple days.
And I was doing cardio the next day. After my vasectomy, as soon as the doctor said I could move around, which was Saturday after a Thursday operation, I was doing cardio. So I think that after my knee surgeries, I was training upper body the next day. My brother, after his ACL surgery, we've been doing this a long time. This is the best we can get. But if you go to my Instagram right now, my Instagram, if you're not subscribed to it, is Marc Lobliner. You'll see a picture of my chest. You'll see a picture of my upper body. That's a normal picture, normal day, not special lighting, not touched up, nothing. You can even see my soccer dad tan. But we are real, and while I might not be as big and impressive as Rich Piana, and she might not look like Paige Hathaway, this is what you get. This is 36 years old, 37 almost for 37 for you.
In a month.
36 years old, okay, 3 kids. And honestly, like, you look at these people, that's what they do. They literally make their money on social media and slanging stuff. Like, we both have full-time jobs, 3 kids. And I think we're both really comfortable with what we are because we work hard. And it takes hard work, but we're not misrepresenting.
Right, we're setting realistic expectations.
Yeah, I'm realistic with what I can do. I'm not going to go to the Mr. Olympia. I've placed top 2 in a NABA Pro Show. And I'm good with that. And that's why I'm done. Because it's going to serve nothing but negativity to my family, because I'm going to have to literally become unhealthy and belligerent and angry.
Right, you have to weigh out the pros and cons of doing certain things
and
like
so
that.
For me, that's not a great thing.
I mean, I've talked to moms before who have competed, and they acknowledge that they were horrible moms and wives, and grumpy all over when they were getting ready for a show. And yeah, they have the pictures and they were in great shape, but at what cost?
Yeah, but how many pictures are they happy with their family legitimately and not just smiling for a photo, then yelling at their kids afterwards? You know how I know? I was that guy. Where it's like, look at those photos. Wow, you were competing. You were so happy with your family. No, I was pissed off, but I smiled for the photo.
We were talking about this at the gym, that you know, you a lot of times when you have clients come to you that want to compete, you tell them the truth. Advise them not to. I mean, he's had
they still do.
people that end up divorced or, you know, ruin their relationships over.
You know what I am? I'm a heroin dealer. I'm essentially a heroin dealer. That's the metaphor I'll use. But I tell them heroin is going to become addictive and probably ruin their lives and kill them. And that's what I do. I coach people for shows, but I tell them in advance, here's the possibilities. And I think I do a better job than most coaches because I will never put a woman on T3. I'll put a woman on 800 calories if she has to be, if she needs to get ready for a show. I'll put a woman on 2 hours of cardio a day.
You put me on 800 calories and you're not going to live with me.
I don't want to live with you now. So who says that? But anyway, guys, what we're saying is, you know,
be comfortable in your own skin.
We're comfortable with who we are. Do we have an ad? Do we look at pictures and go, oh man, I wish I had this, I wish I had that? Yeah. But we also realize that unless we have surgery, do certain things and here's the deal. It's not even drugs. I could take all the drugs in the world, and I actually have talked in the last couple of weeks, believe it or not, to a lot of people who compete in the NPC. The shit these guys are on are just like, if I would have known to take that much, I would have looked a lot. But no, but I don't think drugs are going to make me any better. I could go on insulin and all this stuff. I might gain 5 pounds of muscle, but you can't. Here's the thing, and I say this about myself very humbly. You can't polish a turd into a diamond. At the end of the day, this is the best shape I got. I can get bigger, but at the end of the day, my calves, in proportion to everything, they might grow, but everything else will grow better. My arms, in proportion to my upper body, they might grow, but these will grow better because that's what God gave me. So I'll still be a turd. I'll just be a bigger, more veiny turd. And it's not worth the health risks. So, you know, drugs, surgery, that doesn't go well. There was even a video online, I forgot who did it, about how Flex Wheeler, who was one of the top 3 Olympia finishers throughout the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah. He's trying to make a comeback at 52 because what happens, him and Levrone, let's be real here, they don't know what to do to make money other than get on stage. That's how they make their money. And more power to them. I respect that. But if Levrone and Flex don't compete, what are they going to do? Their product lines aren't going to sell. People are going to forget who you are. So they're all making these comebacks because they're broke as fuck. That's my opinion, at least. And so and they're used to driving these fucking cars with the fucking 28-inch rims and all this. They can't give up that lifestyle. But there was a video on how his synthol use from back in the day might distort his physique now. So, you know what? Just be the best you can be. Train hard. Don't look for shortcuts.
Enjoy life.
And you know what? Like my daughter, we were just talking to our daughter and son about this. My brother and I are both professional bodybuilders. My brother's a natural pro. I'm a NABA pro. My kids they have great genetics. I have great genetics. Katie has average genetics. Average. To compare yourself even to me, someone who is not crazy into drugs, doesn't compete, doesn't use Photoshop, even that's over the top. So that's why I always say, be the best you that you can be. Aim to improve every day. Aim to gain 2 pounds of lean mass a year. You put that over 10 years. I've been training 23 years. That's 20 pounds of lean mass, Katie.
Yeah. You know, the thing about my picture that I did, that's 7 years or 6.5 years apart. I had another kid since the first one, but my weight is probably 15-pound difference. So maybe I did put on some muscle. I don't know. I mean, that
picture made me do some naughty things.
We won't talk about that.
No, we have that on film too. That'll be sliced in after. Keep this video going. It's at the very end. After the ad. So watch the ad, buy from Tiger Fitness, and you have some homemade POV porn. Just playing. I used a tripod. All right, guys. The tripod, that's why I bought these. I hooked it onto the door handle. It's like at an angle. Okay. Makes my dick look this big.
Oh my God.
That means it's smaller. It's usually this big.
Be the best you can be.
That's not a game. So I'm looking at my email this morning. I get a mass email from one of the other sites that sell supplements that you're just a number to, right? They were bragging that one supplement line was free shipping. Bro, if you order over $99 in product in the continental US any day of the week, free shipping anywhere in the US, continental USA. Free shipping on orders over $99 at tigerfitness.com. Why even look at the other guys? And also, we ship from Vegas and Ohio. Most places in the US are a 1 to 2 day ship. And that's not a game.